Okay, maybe that's it. So yeah, okay. I don't know. It's one of those days where there's always something wrong. Dunk had to rejoin before the show and everything, but welcome to the era of what the actual fuck. Thanks, Richard Quixote in the chat for that one, because holy fuck. I'll be your host, stunned like a deer in the headlights. This is my co-host here.
Shitting my pants.
Yeah, there you go. And we might have Lord Thunder and Jesus and holy fucking shit Gibbons after. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Oh, okay. I see what happened here. Hold on one sec.
What?
Okay, the audio signals were on the wrong channel. Now I see what happened. I don't know why. I never do it that way, but now we've got it proper. You might not hear the difference, but I do.
Let me give you a little prelude to this story, because yesterday I saw some startling footage coming out from some of the main media channels of what would you say is like pushback in town hall meetings across the America.
Oh yeah,
of people just like getting up and just voicing their disgust at what's happening, and these poor Republican representatives were kind of like caught, like you say, caught in the headlights like deer, and just trying to fend off some of the Trumpisms of them happening, and trying to come out smelling like roses. They weren't doing a very good job.
Oh,
and but it was good to see. I was kind of like happy. I was, this is good. This is a kind of kickback we need to be seeing happening around America.
Yeah, I wish it would have kicked in a little sooner, but it's lovely to see the first session of town halls erupting into chaos with angry people yelling at their representatives. It's very good.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, this story showed up today. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Which one? Do you want me to show one of them first, or what do you want to do here?
Yeah, just show it. Show it.
So the full screen one, we'll go with that here, okay? Yeah. All right, here we go.
Please get up or be escorted out. And we're just taking care of the rabble rousers. And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to settle down, and we'll get back to hearing the legislators. Because really, you didn't come here to listen to me. I just happen to have a nice loud voice and a big microphone. And I can talk over all of you.
Now, let me pause there. They're pulling her out because she's saying things that the Congress people don't want to hear. And then you see the person on the left. Let me just rewind that for you. You see that person recording on the left. We have that clip as well. And look, he's saying to the person, if you don't stop recording, you're getting kicked out as well.
I can talk over all of you. And I can just talk for on and on and on. And look at this. This little girl is afraid to leave. She spoke up, and now she doesn't want to suffer the consequences. Isn't that the problem that we're struggling with?
Now, what was it here?
Is they want to...
Before we go on any further, what was she doing? You might be asking. What she was doing was going boo at certain responses coming from the speaker, and no and boo and all that. That's what she was doing, and that's what she's getting thrown out for now. But also at the same time, listen to all the rest of the people in that audience.
Yeah.
Why did they pick on her particularly? Because the rest of the audience have been quite disruptive, I would say. But carry on.
Here, let me just gain this up a little bit more to make sure you can hear it well. Okay, here we go. Let me bring it back in.
And then not struggle with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right now is a situation where these folks are trying to filibuster and shut this whole program down. Unfortunately, they're being successful. So all of you who came here to hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting there and quietly listening. I promise we will get back to it. In the meantime, we've just got to be a little aggressive with some of these folks here.
I will call the
Here. No, I shouldn't be removed. I should be allowed to cry and yell and scream. I should be able to allow to interrupt.
Let's go. Don't touch her. This isn't a sheriff. Excuse me, Sheriff Norris. This gentleman is assaulting me.
You out
this
now.
Man is assaulting
you out
me.
now. Let's go.
This man is assaulting me. Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy? Yo.
See that? The guy won't identify himself. He won't give any credentials to who he is. The one she's yelling at is the sheriff for the area, and she's saying clearly, "Is this your deputy? I'm being assaulted." And the officer, the sheriff, won't even bother with her.
No, you notice that they've all got like those earpieces, like CIA type earpieces in. He's got no identification, no badge, no nothing. He's just got a uniform like the rest of the thugs.
Yeah. First off, I got to say, I really like this girl. She has children that will definitely punch you back if you fuck with them. Let me keep playing this though. It just gets worse.
Is he a deputy? These aren't deputies. Who the fuck are these men?
So how about that? Hey. It's too bad that we have some 150-year-old Social Security recipients. We know that government must.
Look at this. And you see just above her, the guy with the beard, he was waving his hand like bye-bye. So you do have some real supporters in there, but you have all kinds of people that are not. So we should point that out.
There is that woman sitting next to the guy with the beard, the other all badger beard there in the white. She is giggling her little tits off. She's loving this.
Yeah.
Seeing the Dems being pulled out.
Right. But it shouldn't be about one side versus the other. This is an open forum for a town hall. And just because she booed something, she's being forcibly removed. You cannot create an echo chamber in this situation.
Well, the thing is, we don't know exactly what she did. She might have done a lot more before she did the booing part. I don't know. But even so, that still doesn't address the issue that she's being pulled out by unidentified.
That's right.
What call officers?
I would call them
or Gestapo.
They're like hired security folk. Like it's and
snaz.
If people that weren't labeled security were working at like a rock concert or a county fair, this and that and blah blah, man, people like all hell would break loose. You can't do this. This is like CIA garbage or whatever,
Yeah, I mean, you at least have some kind of or badge dangling from your neck, at least, least.
Yeah, and you don't choose to not identify yourself. Anyway, here, there's just a little left. Let me play it out for you here.
What are these guys? Show your badge. Don't touch her. Who the fuck
Just
are you?
cooperate, it'll be 100 times better.
Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims. You fucking piece of shit. You refuse to identify yourselves. Who are you? Who are you?
To come here today. And I applaud them for doing so.
The zip ties.
Yeah, he's got the zip ties.
This. They didn't come here to listen. They came here to interrupt.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And no one, I mean,
that's the thing I was just going to say. Yeah. Where is there nobody else in that entire auditorium with an ounce of balls in their pocket?
Yeah, I just don't get it.
If they won't identify themselves as authorities, then you have every right to step in as a citizen and say, you will not assault that woman. I don't see a problem here. I'd have done it in a heartbeat, man.
Well, it's kind of amazing because, a lot of these MAGA hats are also like sovereign citizens and they know their rights. And this is definitely a situation where you can step in and say, look, no, you can't do this. This is illegal. What's the charge? Where's your badge number? Everything at it. It's just, I'm just absolutely flabbergasted by this.
Yeah. Oh, there's the 10-minute mark. There's our, So
we forgot to tell people.
Yeah, that's right. Well, you're about to hear it now. So if you're watching us on our main channel at TheShills, where you see Ukraine Update every Saturday, well, mostly on Saturdays, sometimes on Sundays because we're screw-ups around here. This show is about to end for you. But for everybody
Yes.
on at TheShills Live, it continues on for, the full 2 hours. So if you're watching on the old channel, the main channel at TheShills, we'll get the link in the live chat for you, and make sure you're over on the right channel because we're about to kill it.
Yes, we're talking to the 21 of you over on the main Shills channel. Watch this right now. Get yourself over to Shills Live, and for God's sake, damn well subscribe to it, because then you won't get lost next time. So we'll see you over there. There is a link in the chat pinned, and there is also a redirect at the end as when we shut this down. So get your butts over here right now.
Exactly. Be there or be square, as I say. Men in Black joke. I don't even know where I got that. So yeah, see you over here. If the links are all too confusing, just go on YouTube and do at TheShills Live. You'll find it right away.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, I'm gonna stop that one. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Where were we?
Yeah. So now that we've got rid of those people, we can talk privately.
Bloody idiots. Right. Yeah. So there has been some interesting backlash from this, and not what you'd expect. You'd expect people saying, yeah, what the fuck? This is wrong. No.
Yeah.
What are some people saying, Dick? You got a little screen grab there.
Yeah, here we go. So we've got the top one. You can't see his name. It's Frank Wanker. It says another news station reported the activist bit a security guard. That's assault. Thankfully, she was arrested. The activist bit a security guard. An activist. Yeah. Right?
I didn't see her biting any security guard.
I didn't see an activist. I just saw somebody who was unhappy with their government. I didn't realize that makes somebody, on a list anymore. And True to USA says, amazing how Democrats love living under a safe red blanket, but challenges its very existence. I'm not sure I get that.
No, it doesn't really make any sense, but it is basically having a dig at Democrats.
Yeah.
The poor person who just got dragged out of a town hearing.
And then the next one, CJ, Democrats and their hateful behavior, disgusting. She wasn't being hateful. She just wasn't supporting what her representative was saying and booed it like many other in the room. She might have been a little bit louder, but that doesn't make it hateful. Removing her from the town hall because you don't like what she's saying is more of a hate thing. It's unbelievable.
Yes, from unmarked security men. Yeah, in black shirts.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, Annette was saying that social media is now calling them black shirts, all one word. So hashtag black shirts. There you go. And then Sentient says, and this helps? How? This type of behavior only shows they are unable to articulate their position. Oh, so you're talking about the black shirts that have to remove a dissenting opinion. That must be, right? That must be. So they act out for this type of attention. Yeah, okay, there you go. My Democrat friends have gone Republican, and this is why. Dems are losing, and they can't handle it. See, again, these people don't seem to understand there's more to the argument than us versus you. You can't handle that we won. We won and you lost. Stop crying in your milk is what these people always say.
I know.
Right? And then they don't have words, just actions, and don't strengthen their views. Oh, is that like, well, ma'am, would you like to talk about why you're booing or removing her from the town hall? How can you say that with a straight face? Thank goodness for this bad behavior. It is weakening their positions. Yes, it is for the Republican MAGAs. I agree there. This person keeps flipping who they're talking about, right? I'm just kidding, but you know what I mean. I imagine these actions are in hopes of a lawsuit to fund this type of behavior. I mean, it's just...
What? Well, she's entitled to a lawsuit for sure.
Damn right, man. We have a direct donation in there from UTV and Ham through Kofi. It's $20 direct, and it says private message.
Ooh.
I don't know why, because when I go to the little hover, the question mark or the thing, it says Slava Ukraine, think global, act local, resist if able. Why in hell did that get?
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll look into what happened there, Ken, but thank you very much, buddy. Awesome shout out, very much so. Hit the horn of pleasure.
Isn't it just saying like private message? This is the message from the person who did the donation.
Yeah, but every other one, the message just comes up,
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to, it's the Nazis. They're trying to mute UTV and Ham because they know he has the ability to communicate over long distances.
Yes. And he has identification, and we know who he is. He's got a badge.
He can name names. Thanks, UTV. Very cool. So should we show the other one, the vertical video of that moment?
Yeah, yes, please. Why not?
Yeah. You guys want to see the other side of this, right? The person that had the phone.
And I think at the beginning of this one, if you've got the same one that I saw, it does show her extreme activism in full flow at the beginning.
Oh, no. She knows how to start a word that with a B and it ends with an O. Ooh. Okay, here, let me cue this up. I gotta roll a joint. This stuff is bending my fucking will to live. All right.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Get up or be arrested.
So, you know, folks, when our nation began, there was some really
Get this all on film.
No, I'm not recognizing you.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I've got to restart that because this is unbelievable. That's all she does?
I mean, she looks absolutely gobsmacked. What? Sorry, what?
You're talking to me? Oh, yeah.
There was some really
Get this all on film.
No, I'm not recognizing you.
What would you like to do?
So, yes, we're going to get to
Is
it.
this your
We're gonna get to
is
it.
this
I
your
promise.
jurisdiction?
We'll give
Yes,
them
it is.
Plenty of chances.
This is not a negotiation.
But, you know, the problem
You've been asked to leave.
is the folks.
I haven't been asked to leave by you.
I'm telling you to leave.
Look at that.
This is the town hall.
He's showing how intelligent he is.
You too.
With all of
Leaving
the
also.
fine
Let's go.
words that
Come
he's
on.
asking. This mission, they came here to disrupt so that the citizens can't hear. The reality is there's a whole bunch of great things that are happening. The problem is we got a bunch of
Pause it for a second.
who just won't allow it to be spoken.
Yeah, if you notice that she states that she hasn't been asked to leave. Oh, but the sheriff says, "No, I'm asking you to leave." So she hasn't. There's probably nobody, on the bench or at the front of the auditorium who have asked her to leave.
That's
Nobody's asked her to leave. Just the sheriff has decided to kick her out on his own accord. I don't think that's what happens, isn't it?
Well, it's not supposed to work that way. Even if he was hired to be security, I mean, come on. I would love to find out the sheriff's name and look him up.
I've got his name.
Okay,
I've got his name.
Put his name in the live chat. Let's see if we can get a few people to look him up, because I wouldn't doubt that this guy's got some MAGA-leaning tendencies.
Yeah, he's trying to get elected for his second term of sheriff office. I'd be lucky to get that now.
Oh man, even the right should just go, whoa, wait a minute, man. That's not the way, policing for the masses is done. Wow.
There you go. His name is Sheriff Robert Norris.
Yeah, the guy in the green hat, everybody watching, he is the sheriff. The other guys with the black earpieces, they won't identify themselves as deputies or security or anything. They would not answer the question. So what's his name? Sheriff
Robert Norris.
Robert Norris. Okay.
At the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office. I'll drop you a picture of him there. A lovely, lovely, happy looking picture.
Yeah, okay. All right. He looks like the kind of guy that would eat the meat of a sheep while it's still breathing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, fucking it.
Yeah. Okay, so let me see. Where was I? We're going the vertical one here. Okay, yeah. Let me play it a bit more. See if anybody can find anything about this dim-witted lump of man meat.
So, you know, the thing is,
My name is Robert Norris. I'm the sheriff of this county. We're asking you to leave on video. Please get up or be escorted out.
and we're just taking
Escort
care
it
of the
out?
rabble
Okay,
rousers.
let's go.
And eventually what's going to happen is everything's going to
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Escorted out.
Please don't touch me.
Really, you didn't come here
Let's
to
go.
listen
You're
to
gonna be
me.
escorted out.
I just happen to have a nice
go.
loud voice
Please don't
and a big
touch me.
microphone.
You're gonna
And I
be
can
removed
talk
also.
over all of you. And I can really, I
Please
can
don't touch
just
me.
talk for on
Okay,
and
I'm
on and
asking
on.
you to
And
go.
look at
Bob,
this.
you know
This
this
You want
is a
pepper
girl
spray?
is
You know this is a
afraid.
very
Let's
bad
go.
idea.
She's
You
spoke
know
up.
this is
I'm
a
letting
very
Ashley lead. Let's
bad
go.
idea.
Did he just threaten her with the pepper spray?
Yeah, yeah. He also pointed to the guy with the camera. Says, "You're going to."
Yeah. But I mean, think about this now.
That evil man with the camera. Oh,
Yeah, exactly. You've caught me being a bastard. I got to punish you too.
Mhm.
The threat of pepper spray. Imagine if this dim-witted moron had let his pepper spray go in this crowded environment. What an idiot.
Yeah. But the thing is also even the police, even crappy police, know you can't just start manhandling someone without any warning or anything like that. You can't just grab someone and start dragging them out.
Yeah. I got to point out Simon Battle in the chat. That's why he's out of uniform. He's a fucking rent-a-pig.
Oh, but he's wearing his hat though.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
he's in uniform.
That's like saying I'm Magnum PI because I'm wearing that baseball cap I wore 40 years ago on my TV show or whatever, you know?
Yeah, maybe it says like the sheriff of Nottingham or something. I don't know.
Is the sheriff of Huddersfield from the old Iron Maiden joke song about their manager. Okay, here, let me play it. Let me play a bit more of it here again. Sorry, I'm trying to roll a thing at the same time, you know. Okay, hold on. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Suffer the consequences.
let's go.
You know this is a very bad idea.
That we're struggling with so many of the kids today is they want to behave poorly and then not struggle with the consequences. That is shameful. I think what we've got right.
Let me ask you something here. Sorry to pause again already, people, but you notice how he kind of made a move to remove her and then he gives up and he goes and gets the 2 black shirts to come in and do it. Is there a legal thing where he knows better? He's like, I can't just remove her for nothing like this. So I'll just get the 2 jerk offs to do it once they put down their jug of fist it, you know?
Yeah, probably. He knows he's crossing the line, so we'll get someone else to do it for him.
Yeah, exactly. You know? And these 2 guys are the kind of guys that scratch their own ass and then sniff their fingers when they're done, right? Okay, hold on.
No, they scratch each other's.
Who are you? Who the fuck are you?
Come on, let's go.
Who are you? Let me see your badge. Where's your badge? Who the fuck are you?
To hear the legislators, I applaud you for sitting
I
there.
like
Who
her.
is this?
Who the
Who is
fuck
this?
are
No,
you?
don't you fucking touch me, dude. You're on film and you're not a sheriff. You're not a sheriff. If you touch me again, I will call the police who are actually in charge here. Who is this guy?
Come on, let's go.
Stop it.
Let's
Get
go.
the fuck away from me.
Don't touch her.
This isn't a sheriff. Excuse me, Sheriff Norris. This gentleman is assaulting me. This man is assaulting me.
Now, let's go.
This man is assaulting me. Is this your deputy? Is this your deputy? No, don't fucking touch us. Is he a deputy? These are deputies. Who the fuck are these men? Who the fuck are you?
Hey,
Hey,
that's
hey.
over the kill. Let's go.
If you hurt me,
Behind your back.
who are these
Stand behind
guys?
your back.
It's too bad that we have some
Who the fuck are these guys?
Social Security
Who
recipients.
the
I got to say, Idaho, you got some issues. If your sheriff stands by and watches 2 unidentified people rip a person out of their seat at town hall.
Yeah, and with the crowd cheering.
Yeah. You know,
wait till it gets to be their turn.
That's just it. You know, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're on the other side, you should still be concerned about this.
You should be freaking out about this, no matter what side of a political argument you're on.
I know.
This is the erase. This is the, you know, the wipeout of the fair and open situation. I mean, if booing is wrong, don't say stupid shit. Okay, here, I'll keep it going.
Ma'am,
Who the fuck
just
are you?
cooperate. It'll be 100 times better.
Yeah, that's what they say to rape victims, you fucking piece
Just
of shit.
cooperate.
You refuse to identify.
Here, hold on a second.
Yes.
Ma'am,
Who the fuck
just
are you?
cooperate. It'll be 100 times
Yeah,
better.
that's what they say to rape victims, you fucking piece
Just
of shit.
cooperate.
You refuse to identify yourself. Who are you? You're bad. Who are you? Where is your badge?
She nailed it.
Damn right, man.
Listen, they came here to interrupt. Isn't that what Elon is exposing in Washington, D.C.? Don't we have that same type of disruption?
You hear that bastard in the back? This is what Elon's trying to get rid of in Washington.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I could actually hear what that bastard of the podium is saying.
Let me see your badge.
She got a kick in.
Who are you and where are your badges?
I'm sure probably get done for assault for that.
Who are these guys holding her to the ground like this? It's unbelievable.
Where are their badges? Who are these people?
I thought Republicans believed in free speech.
A good one.
Interrupting when somebody's speaking. That's what your problem is.
Did you hear that?
Get an opportunity to go to
Did you hear that? I thought
Yeah.
Republicans believed in free speech, not when you're interrupting when someone's trying to talk. So somebody was interrupted by her booing, and this is the result, and that's fair governance? Dear God. Here, we got a minute 10 left.
There's no public comment.
There will be public comment. Get your hands off them. Where are your badges? Who are you?
Please follow me out here, please.
Get off of her. Don't get off of her.
Hey, get out of the way.
Who are these people? They don't even have badges.
Doesn't matter. I'm allowed to film in public. I'm asking you to please.
Did you hear the what's his name? The prick, the sheriff, Robert. Somebody said, "Who are these men? They don't even have badges." His reply was, "It doesn't matter."
Yeah. Actually, Sheriff, it does.
He's the, oh my God. Okay.
And also notice the way they're handling her. They're not handling her like professionals.
No. These are the kind of people that don't even know how to bounce in a bar properly, right? You know, they were just given Viagra and told to go and, you know, be security. Here, let me just finish playing it up here.
No, I'm going to make sure my friend is safe. You're assaulting her. You're letting people assault her. You're letting people assault her. You're letting people assault her. You are letting people assault her. She's being assaulted.
Both of you, come on.
She's being assaulted.
And now this piece of shit sheriff is kicking the filmers out.
Yeah.
Who are they? You're letting people assault her.
Hey, Ned. I need 2 more security officers, please.
And 2 more security officers in the back. Paul? So
yeah, that's democracy in action right now. in the United States of America. I'm sorry to my American friends that are going through this, but this is what this sorry ass sack of shit is let happening. That's not the way it's done. If somebody is booing you and there's like a whole bunch of them, maybe not the whole place, maybe they were even the minority, but this isn't the way you handle it. You do it through communication, discussion, conversation, because in the words of the chick that blew up in the Superman movie, Holly Hunter's character, I think, that's how democracy works.
And like I said before, even if she was, doing all the worst you could possibly do, and she was shouting and screaming at someone while they're interrupting them, yeah, that's bad. Oh, that is bad. But at least has some official security there and deal with it in a professional manner.
Yeah, yeah.
You can't just send thugs in to drag someone out.
Yeah, right. And if you at the podium, if you're the politician, if you're the speaker, and you say something that really riles up the crowd and they start heckling at you and stuff, it's very simple. You stop, they calm down, and then you start again and you try to address their concerns and make them a part of the process. It's not a difficult thing to do, right? I mean,
well, like I said to you earlier, I'd love to have actually heard, clearly what he was saying, without all the interruptions, because he actually he came across as a complete dick in the main place.
I think there is a video that's focused more on his audio that they've tried to bury very much because it probably just makes it worse, to be honest. I know there's one, I've got it here. The guy starts saying to everybody, look, if you keep yelling and booing and arguing with me, I can't tell you all the great things that Trump is doing for us and blah, blah. They all start booing again. And he's like, see? And it's like, to get the message, asshole. Yeah, it was in LA. Yeah. And because they're killing that super train from LA to San Francisco. And the guy's trying to justify it to them. And the whole place starts chanting, build the train, build the train. And he's trying to argue as if like they're the morons. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. This is what the Democratic Party folk have now got to try to live with.
Yeah.
Good luck, boys.
I can't believe that in America we got to the point where one political party is going to be dragged through the streets and jailed for dissenting opinions. I mean, you guys remember Vietnam? You had one side off to war. You had the other side pulling all the hippie marches and, no war and stuff. I don't remember it getting this stupid this quickly in that one, right? I mean, there was people that took it too far and got jailed and blah, blah, and the whole bit. But I mean, the government right now is shutting people down that just simply boo.
Yeah. Yeah.
How scary is that, man? How scary is that?
Well, this is the thing I was saying yesterday, saying that what the stuff I saw yesterday of all these, people in the audience, giving the Republicans a hard time. Now, and then this one comes out. Now, Now, there's two ways this might go. They might look at this and say, no, this was a bad thing. If we're going to do it, if we're going to do this, we're going to have proper security guards. They're going to have badges.
Well, they got to at least turn the power off first so that people can't have Wi-Fi to stream it.
Or they'll do the other thing. Say, did you see what happened in Idaho? That was brilliant. We should all do that. So next time we're at a town meeting and people start booing, we can drag people out too.
Yeah,
that's the two ways it's going to go, one way or the other. And I'm not too sure which way is going to go.
The Republicans are going to do a rewrite of the song, dragging them through the streets.
As we cheer them on.
I don't mean to make too much light of the situation because it's really dark and ugly, but that was a town hall. And as far as I could see, and as far as I could get from the woman's personality until she got really pissed off, she didn't seem like the kind of girl that was standing up saying, fuck you or anything. She seemed like she was just booing and they just got sick of it.
It's like, I think it was, you saw that bit at the beginning where she's just like, boo, boo, no. And then so like rummaging through her handbag like she's looking for a sandwich or something. Yeah, just to chew one while she's sitting there. It's like a bit of popcorn or something. Get a little sweetie, a little chew or something. I don't know. It was just so mild. I think is the word you could probably use.
When Sheriff Buford T. Nelson there came over and said, "Ma'am, come on, you've got to leave." She looked to her left first, like, who is he talking to? She didn't even get that it was her. You know?
I guess he just doesn't like redheads.
Yeah. His last 3 wives were, and it's not working out for him. Yeah, they're all lesbians now.
Yeah. They ran up with her.
Yeah, please don't become an attorney, Dick. Oh, that would not happen. No. I could handle an argument well, but there's no way I could put my 50-year-old brain into studying all that BS that it would take to do it. No way.
Yeah, and besides, if you got to a point of an argument where you just can't be bothered to finish it, you'll just punch them.
Yeah, exactly.
Or just do the whole Indiana Jones thing and just pull a gun. I had enough of this.
Yeah. Oh, you're probably not wrong there. But that's the other thing with that video. I can't believe that there wasn't one person that stood up and said, "Hey, you better show me your ID before you touch that woman again." I can't believe that didn't happen.
There was a handful of people like speaking out, kind of mildly.
How brave of them!
Oh, that's not very nice. Yeah, who are these people? Yeah, they're basically reiterating what she was saying. Exactly. But like you say, none of them stood up or surrounded her.
Yeah, I found that a little bit weak. God, during COVID, I almost got into like 7 skirmishes with people that just because they were screwing with the girl that worked at the beer store, man.
But there's that kind of like sort of thing in modern society. Like if you see a fight in the street, most people just like walk to the other side of the street and walk by. It's like the opposite of the story of the Good Samaritan. Literally everybody just likes not going to get involved. Nothing to do with me.
Yeah, that sucks. A lot of people don't realize that the big evil bully person is usually not actually that tough. It's true. I'll just walk over and as they start barking and bar, just kick them in the nuts. Done. There's no rules in fighting. It's not like it's a boxing ring. Do them in the nuts.
Yeah. Well, the great thing is because they weren't officers. They weren't the sheriffs. You can't be done for assaulting a police officer. It's just a cunt in a black shirt.
And it's on video. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but they would not identify themselves as security or officers of the law or anything. And as such, I was not going to let an innocent woman be.
Yeah. Yes, it's defense.
Yeah, you would have had all unless I don't know, Idaho, but are the courts so right-leaning that you would have been screwed for helping her? Like, is that what's going on there? Is it already a Gestapo-run county or something?
Probably. If you notice, the judges normally wear black shirts as well.
Yeah. Maybe that's where it starts.
Yeah, just watch out for the little armband.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Here's another clip if you want. I'm stealing this from somebody's channel, so I'll just let it go for a second here. But here's one that's kind of funny. Let me make sure. Yeah. Okay.
People, let alone 100 people.
They said it's your budget, not the president. And you are doing us a disservice to set that down and not stand up for us. And
a lot of this stuff will be litigated. Be litigated in court. You don't think I'm going to stand up for you? Stand up. That's all we ask. So we're going to have a town hall. And I'm going to come and stand in front of you and take your questions. and try to answer them as honestly as I can, then let's do that, okay? But if you're going to just yell at me, that's not going to be an effective counter.
I'm a registered Republican.
And it gets worse from there, but I'd have to sift through all the clips on this one that I found of it. But he basically gets no time to talk because his first attempt is to praise the Trump administration, and everybody in the room is there to yell at him for not standing up to the Trump administration, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for all the people there probably going to be losing their farms, their jobs. You know, they're all federal workers. They've got pensions. They're all out of the window. Everything is just going. Yeah, isn't Trump a great? Hands up, who likes Trump?
Yeah,
yeah, that's not going to work.
Yeah. There's a bunch of places where this has happened, where the congressperson thought they were just going to walk in and go, our administration's doing amazing, and everybody was just one step away from throwing tomatoes at them, right?
I did see an interesting thing from Rachel Maddow last night. Who's she? She's CNN or MSB? I can't remember. But yeah, she did a whole thing about Trump's popularity, and it did like questions about what they thought about his different kind of actions that he's been doing since he became president. And of course, he started with a popularity rating was like minus 1%, which is like he's already started his presidency with a popularity below 50%.
Yeah, they call it being underwater.
Yeah, and he's been sinking ever since.
Exactly.
And they just go through all the different bits and bobs and how his popularity is like tanking. And of course, the great one was the releasing of the January 6th.
Yeah,
and it was like 86% people thought that was a bad idea.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Who'd have thought that would happen? Yeah.
In Trump's mind, it doesn't matter if they're truly criminals to the bone kind of folk. They were there to support me.
Yeah.
Unbelievable,
Yeah, it wasn't a rock concert, Trump.
Yeah. So bad. Let's see here. There's another clip I had, but I have to try to find it.
Oh,
yeah.
Check under your ashtray.
That's rolling papers. I don't know that I could find it right away. But I'm sure most of you have seen a few of these as well, right? There's more than a few. I will say that there's a couple of those YouTubers that go for the overly too far clickbaity titles at times that are trying to make it sound like every town hall that just started up, because 'tis the season, is erupting into chaos. But that's not actually true.
No, they're a bit inflationary with their thumbnails and their clickbait,
Yeah,
and it's usually, I mean, sometimes they just like use the same fucking title. Trump says something that's embarrassing. The world is in flames, and you click on it and it'll just say something stupid. Okay, yeah, that was kind of stupid, but it's not.
Yeah, there's a few.
It wasn't your thumbnail.
Yeah. There's a few that have decided that they are channels that post 3 times daily, and there's not always 3 times daily. So they go back to a speech from 5 days ago and bring out a clip and go, breaking, Trump embarrasses himself, or, Trump destroyed by, it's like, all right, enough already,
Yeah. See, that's the thing as well. That's not going to help. That's not help. That's not helping. Should we say your side?
No, the boy that cried wolf. We all know the story. I know that it's all YouTube is based on you've got to have that title and thumbnail that draws people in and stuff. But be better. Don't resort to that. Right?
Yeah. Because what happens is, I know a couple of channels that do this sort of stuff. And what generally happens is I stop watching your channel.
Exactly.
I just stop listening to you because
I put them on do not recommend after a bit because it just gets so old, right? Or the title and the thumbnail of the video amounts to a 17-second clip and a 10-minute build-up to it. No. Just make a short, man. Just make a short. And then I'll know to not watch it entirely,
Yeah.
Well,
that's the other bit as well. Get to the point.
Yeah.
There was there's also it keeps saying, I'm subscribed to Bernie Sanders' channel. Yes, he's got a YouTube channel and OnlyFans. And so subscribe to that. But the thing is, Bernie Sanders, I love him to bits. A little dotty little old granddad man. But he just keeps repeating the same thing over and over and over again. It is just like pissing in the wind.
Yeah.
He just repeats it and repeats it. So like 10 years down the line, he can say, look, I told you so, but you weren't listening.
Yeah.
Oh, we were listening. You just said it like 1,000 times. How many times can we hear it with actually no consequence, no action, and nothing happening?
Yeah. It gets to be too much, right? And like, here's the thing. I get it. Because as it pertains to being a YouTuber YouTube will punish if you're not consistent and reward if you are. So if you upload once a day, well, you better fucking keep it up. Right. And if you're one of those people like Taylor Cohen or Fair and Balanced and blah, blah, and on, Occupy Democrats and stuff, they have to post like 2 or 3 times a day because that's what they did during the run up to the election. And now if they don't, it'll drastically hurt their numbers like viewers and watch time and stuff. And then YouTube sees it goes down and goes, oh, you must be screwing up. And boom, they're tanked. Right. They got no choice. So I get it, but calm it down a bit, like Brian Taylor Cohen and a few of those guys. You got enough subs and viewers and stuff. You don't need to go full bait. It's going to be okay, Well,
the thing about Brian Tyler Cohen is quite interesting because there's another legal guy. He was, I think he worked for the press. I think he worked for MSN or something like that. And he basically quit and he's now set up his own YouTube channel and stuff like that. So what Brian does is he'll do like 5 minutes opening and then the 20 minutes with this guy talking. It's like the bald guy. Yeah. It's like, well, you're just talking to him anyway. It's like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah. Exactly. Why doesn't that guy have a channel? Because then I would need your intro. Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. He does now, and I've subscribed, and it's boring as shit.
Oh, okay. So he's one of those guys that needs a little prodding. So maybe it does work when they team up, right? Yeah. I love when Brian Taylor Cohen says, "My instant best-selling book, easy now." Yeah.
Oh God, when are we bringing out a book? Because that's what they're all doing. It's Brian and David Packman. They're all like, I think Luke Beasley's got one writing one at the minute. It's like, and they're always referring to my book.
Yeah. What does it take to be a bestseller these days? 50,000 copies? Because everybody is one, right? Right. I mean,
it's best-selling because my mom bought one.
Everybody put $2 into the donation hat. We'll save up 50,000 as fast as possible. And then we'll write a book and we'll sell it for $1 a copy and we'll buy 50,000 of them. And then we can say, oh yeah, Brian, well, we have an instant bestseller too.
Hang on. I'm just going to go to ChatGTP. Could you write me a biography of Dick Dawson from TheShills?
Oh God!
There we go. Make it 5,000 pages. Yeah, there we go. Job done. Yeah, that's the book written.
Yeah, I was born a Chinaman. I grew up an Italian.
I was born a poor black guy. Yeah.
So, what else is going on?
Good news.
Oh, no.
Good news in Germany. Good news.
The Dacia Sandero has been released in Germany?
in brown. Yes, they had elections, and good news because the right-wing Conservatives won, beating the extreme far-right party.
Oh, thank God. Okay. At first, I was like, what are you on about? Like, I don't even know where to make the joke right now.
It's funny. It's funny. I was looking at everyone's celebrating because the Conservative Party won the election, and it's like, what? That's the celebration? Are there no liberals in Germany? You're just happy. You're just happy that the Nazis haven't got in again.
Exactly.
It's like, that's the celebration.
The Elon Musk loves the swastika party did not win. So
exactly. I just think it's so funny. The best of the two evils, managed to win out.
Yeah. Let me see if I can figure this out quick here. But I might have. Let's see here. Oh, I don't think I have it loaded up. But I was gonna. I thought I had the Elon Musk with a chainsaw loaded up, everybody's favorite ketamine junkie there. Here I do. I just have a clip of it.
This is the chainsaw for bureaucracy. Chainsaw.
That's just the most sad display ever.
Yeah. Where is it? I'm sure I've posted something about that. Let me just check. Where is it?
And this whole thing Ronald Gump keeps doing about Fort Knox. We're going to go in there and we're going to make sure the gold is there and blah, blah. And imagine if there's an accounting error and 1% of everything accounted for by Fort Knox is actually wrong. That stupid son of a bitch will blame Biden, even though when was the last time anybody did a real audit of Fort Knox the way he's talking about? It's so stupid, right? He even said in one speech, I don't know how we'll weigh it all, but we'll figure it out. It's just, what's... They're called scales, Donald. The fuck is wrong with you?
I saw a great meme of it's just someone holding just a house brick and some gold paint on the ready to.
I'm ready to do my part. Do you want to know more? Oh my God, he's trying to make the world Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
Starship Troopers is one of those movies. I watched it the first time and I was like, well, that's a cool action movie. And then years later, I watched it again and I was like, wow, I didn't catch the political undertones of any of this the first time.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Yeah, I didn't catch any of that, but I was a bit older the second time, right?
Was it Verhoeven directed that, isn't he? Isn't he German?
Yeah. So wait, so RoboCop was just Hitler reborn?
Goebbels.
Oh yeah, right. The propaganda,
Yeah.
Play safe or whatever he would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, it's hard to laugh right now with some of the crap going down. Just makes me wonder what's going to happen tomorrow that we can report on a Tuesday, right?
I know. Oh, well, that was the thing when I saw. I think it was a Brian Tyler Cohen video. It's just like, Trump says something disastrous, or some new legislation he's put through, and it's like a disastrous. And it's like every single day.
I know.
Disaster. It's like how do you? It's like Trump says something disastrous. Episode 42.
Yeah.
How do you quantify it now? Because this is every single day. There's just something new that's just like.
I think he missed a trick on Brian Taylor Cohen's show. The intro should be from Monty Python. Brian, your father isn't Mr. Cowan.
You're a Roman. Promise me the world, he did.
All the gold I can eat. That's Elon.
Yeah. Oh, and it'd be funny with all the gold I could eat. Grimes should do that just as a joke one day in the future, right?
Oh dear.
That'd be funny.
What a fucking mess.
Yeah, it very much is. I'm having to drink my beer pretty fast just to get through this show talking about it. So,
and then we got Zelensky's comeback today, or was it yesterday, when he says, "Yeah, all right, you want me to go? Fine, I'll leave. I'll step down as long as Ukraine becomes part of NATO."
Mm-hmm.
What a brilliant kind of chess move that was.
He called Trump out right then and there. You want to hate on me? Fine. Right? You want to make this personal? Fine, no problem. But, hook the country up then, buddy. Make it worth it, right? I love it. Mr. Z is a real cool cat. Oh, yeah.
Yes, Mr. Z.
As I always call him Mr. Z, in text and stuff, just because I don't have to type it all out, right?
Yeah, you can't remember how to spell Zelensky.
Hey, I know that properly there's 2 Y's at the end, right?
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, as far as I understand, there's really 2 Y's on the end.
Yeah, but it's the 4 you put in the middle that fucks it up.
Yeah. Zelen, oh shit, my kettle boiled. I got to make my coffee scheme. I'm not a squirrel or anything, right?
Oh, dear. Oh.
Duncan Stewart in the chat. I love the nutty professor look there with the glasses, Dick. These ones got to be sent back and remade. They fucked right up.
Yeah.
But my dailies, the ones that tint and all that shit, I'm getting more used to it. It's starting to work better, but they're a thinner frame than this, and they're a progressive with the, the better magnification for, say, the dashboard of the car, and I just don't.
Wait. You tied up about 40 minutes of the after show talking about your fucking glasses. Shut up.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask everybody in the chat, when you get progressives for a daily, can they remake them so that the transition point is a little lower if your frames are a bit thinner? Because the top part is just not big enough. Does that make any sense?
Do not say out loud that your lenses are transitioning, because otherwise Trump will be sending ice around to kick you out.
He's going to take the glasses away. I'm like, but I need them.
Your glasses go away, go to the opticians one day, and they come back transitioned.
Yeah. Yeah, see, as I understand it, there's a most are saying no. As I understand it, the transition point just is where it is because of the lens being a lens, and as such, it just has to be where it has to be, right? And
we could move your eyeballs. We could get some surgery done.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just get used to the dailies more and figure it out. But with these ones, they have a transition, and they were only meant for podcasting. So the entire bottom is useless to me. And I have to move my head more than I used to in and out to see properly. It's useless. I'm getting them replaced. Anyway. Well, yeah.
Oh, no, you carry on. I'm much prepared to talk about your glasses than the fucking world.
Yeah, that's probably, there's an ounce of truth to that, right? It's pretty,
it's exhausting.
Let's do a poll in the chat. Let's see if I can do that. Who's in the account? PJ's in the account. PJ, let's do a poll, dude. Do you think that chick who was forcefully removed by unidentified agents of some agency, do you think she will get in shit legally because she's in such a right-wing nutter stronghold that they'll just fuck her over anyway? Or B, with all the camera and whatnot, and they wouldn't declare themselves as agents of the police or security or anything, will the courts have to admit that she has, a good case here? So let's just do the poll as, will she win or lose? Right? Yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to get to. Yeah. So will she win? Will the angry Ginger win or lose? right?
Oh dear. Or will it even go any further? That's the thing. I mean, I bet you if she takes up a case against this, it's just going to get buried. Unless someone in the social media side start, following it and shout it out. There you go. He's done it.
I'm reading the comments about the glasses thing and everything. Keep Dick's glasses out of women's sports. Liam nailed it with that. Will the angry Ginger win or lose? I'm hoping win, so I'm clicking win. Oh yeah, right. Whenever we do a pop-up, I got to do it like this to get it off the screen. How do I do that? I'll say win. Yeah, there we go.
Looks nasty.
Okay, there. All right. So let's see how that goes.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Funny because she wasn't an angry Ginger until they fucked with her, but man, who the fuck are these guys? I loved it. I love her attitude. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what they say to rapists. Well, that's what rapists say.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll have dudes lining up in town trying to date her now, For sure. Oh, here. Okay, so hey, I've got 2 shout outs to do. One of them came in late from a Nets show. It was a donation from a Nets show. Now, it's as close as makes no difference, $30 Canadian. But there's no message. It's just like the person's name. And I don't know that I should dox them. But B, I'm not sure that it would be possible for me to come close to pronouncing this with the little accent characters on the top of the name and stuff. And holy God. But I wanted to give a big round of applause. Thank you, because it was a great shout. And that goes into the Janine Terblanche fund from Annette's show. So, yeah. And then if I go back and look again, we've got Mexico in the live chat there. One of our mods coming in with a direct $6.66 donation. And it's Dick's Beer Goggle Glasses Fund. I should imagine. Okay, great call there, Heather. What if I was to get like swim goggles, but prescription, and I could wear them when I'm podcasting? Is that even possible? Can you get swim goggles that are prescriptionized?
Can't see why not.
Yeah.
It'd be a stupid lock, but
yeah. I wonder.
It's sort of like contact lenses, but on the outside.
Yeah. I'm wondering about the idea of contacts. Speaking of which, I might have to get the used to the idea of the whole touching your eyes to do the contact lens. Well, here's the thing. Between smoking and CBD, pot smoking and whatnot, I'm usually somebody who avoids touching their eyes at all times because it's usually not a good idea. And that,
Yeah, chopping up fresh chilies.
And
sort of things.
Aunt Jur says, yeah, basketball players wear them. That's where I got the idea, Aunt Jur, because the classic example is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just not black enough.
Yeah, well, I just didn't know if his were prescription or just protective, right? But it makes sense. I mean, I'm sure you pay through the nose for them, right? But, yeah. They'd be great for going to protest. That's a good point, Nira. Good comment. That's a good one. Okay, so what else are we supposed to be doing here?
Oh, that was a thing I saw on Bluesky, I think it was, regarding some of the protests that are going on across America at the minute. And there was I kept seeing these posts of people saying, do not post pictures of you at the protest, even if you're wearing a face face covering, a mask or something. Do not post pictures because they will find you and they will hunt you down and all this kind of stuff. And I was wondering, is that good advice, or is that just the other side trying to prevent people from posting images of demonstrations?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
What do they call that?
Interesting.
Red herring? No, a false flag.
Yeah. I don't know what the word is for these days. Yeah.
So it's
bullshit.
Blue cod. A red trout. I mean, it's just I don't
know. Yeah, that's just Elon's army, just go, hey, just tell them to post pictures of the protest. That way nobody knows there's a protest going on because nobody's posting pictures about it.
Elon's army. When you said that, I had this mental image of retired folk that used to work at pet stores all shuffling out with their walkers.
No, it's more like people under the age of 18 who, haven't kissed a girl yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. When they think of smoochy time, they still think of mommy getting a little piece of dirt off their face, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They draw a face on their hand with a Sharpie.
Yeah. That's funny. Like that guy that calls himself Big Balls online. You can only imagine that he's like, hung like a squirrel, right?
Big Balls. He's so funny.
Yeah.
I mean, all of them when they actually posted pictures of them all, they're all just like these typical nerdy little dweeb types characters.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Here we redid the poll because somebody pointed out there was a thingy there. So yeah.
Oh, there was a thingy.
Yeah. But the first poll, judging by people voting for if the law actually gets its way, Ginger wins, right?
I like that. Yeah. Will the angry Ginger win or lose? Yes or no?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. What we meant was, but everybody understood.
Yeah, they knew what you meant. Yeah. Come off it. Oh, we'll have to do it again now. Oh, it's a recount.
I was the one that said it that way, so I'll take the L.
Stop the steal. Stop the steal. Stop the steal.
Yeah, but why stop steal when now there's tariffs on it? Doesn't that?
It's a fraudulent vote.
Yeah. There's a Pinto masquerading as a Mustang. There is. I don't know if you guys are seeing this or not. I've been seeing it, but there is slowly a growing thing on some of the. I mean, right now it's on the very angry anti-Trump channels, but more and more people are catching a bit more steam with the idea that there's actually a little bit of admittedly circumstantial evidence to suggest that Trump's vote count wasn't even honest.
Yes, yeah, I saw that several weeks ago.
I keep having it come into my feed every few days now from another harsh anti-Trump channel. And when I look at their channel, I'm like, I don't even know if I want to watch one of these, man. You're just, you got a hate boner, man. Yeah,
I get that. I understand that totally. It's almost like the same way. I would like to follow some more Republican channels or Republican, should we say, biased channels.
Clean out your colon, right?
Well, funny thing is they don't come up in my feed as recommendations, so they're hard to find. I'd actually have to search for them, and I wouldn't know which one would be a good one to look at. But also at the same time, like you say, I do not particularly want a colonoscopy at this point. It's just I'm not too sure because as you've seen, from that video, just your general Republican, should we say, devotee, seems to be an asshole. Just your normal one. The person on the street, the next door neighbor, and completely blindsided by all this shit that's going on.
I
just don't get it.
I say this. If you were to make a brand new Google account and then go and make a brand new YouTube account using that Google account, and the first thing you did was search for boot fuck your grandmother and steal her money, you'd probably be flooded with MAGA channels in no time. I know it's hard, but you know,
the next Google search will be, how do I delete a YouTube channel account?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Do this from the library. It's probably safer for everybody, right?
On somebody else's account.
Yeah. Andrew Petrie in the chat says, I like all the gingers. I got a little redheady spot, soft spot as well. But you still got to make the South Park joke every time you get a chance, right?
Yeah, yeah. What's the guy from Simply Red? I can't remember his bloody name. Yeah, not all of them. No, not all of them.
As he aged, he got some good man boobs going, so it started to work, right?
As long as you find a bag to put over his head.
Yeah. Well, you just
just lets the little ging a bit, poke out the top. Just so you got
You just get a crayon and draw Ron Howard's daughter on there. You'll be fine.
I'll probably make a mistake and draw Ron Howard on there instead.
Yeah.
Not tonight, Josephine.
Andrew Petrie sent me a picture the other day there. He's got one of the old school Snoopy juice harps, like in the box and everything, right? Really cool item. So I sent him back a picture because we've got one of the old school Snoopy snow cone making machines over here. We had a little Snoopy off. It was really cool. I had one of the Snoopy juice harps years ago, but I'm pretty sure that my son's mother has it like at his bedroom for him over there.
You'd have to explain what that is. I don't even know. That it sounds a Snoopy juice harp. That sounds like
it's that metal thing you put in your mouth and twing it to make music. If you're sitting there drinking moonshine with your cousin wife.
They call them Jew harps as well, don't they? Or was it?
I think it's a juice harp, isn't it?
I thought it was a Jew harp, and for some reason, that wouldn't explain why they were called Jew harps. If that's what I thought they were called, and I've always wondered why are they called Jew harps. Oh yeah, it's because they're not.
Well, Aunt Jer says it's a Jew's harp. I thought it was a juice harp because all that spit goes everywhere. I always thought that's what it was.
Yeah, jaw harp. Yeah, everyone's saying jaw harp. That makes more sense. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I got Jew harp came from. No dear. Why is it a Snoopy one though?
Okay, hold on. If you put juice harp into Google, you can buy them and get them in the whole 9 yards. I'm not wrong. It just has multiple names.
Yeah, and if you put Jews harp in, you get put on a list.
Yeah, you get the guy from South Park. He shows up with this big thing.
You anti-Semist.
It's funny. It's funny when you get a TV show with a Jewish writer or dude on it or whatever, because then they get to make all those jokes and they're allowed to, it's kind of like the rapper N-word thing, And everybody else is like, damn it, if this was 1974, I could too.
You don't get many Jewish rappers, do you?
Well, it depends on who owns the company and what the chocolate's called, but wouldn't that be funny?
Bum-tish.
Yeah. My bar mitzvah was all that.
Yeah, no, they're too busy writers,
Yeah,
TV writers, comedian writers, playwrights. There's that famous Jewish play called "Oops, Where's Me Foreskin?" Great funny show.
Yeah. They made it as a TV show, but
Couldn't stretch it out for 90 minutes.
It didn't sell. It didn't sell well in the in the UAE.
Yeah, what you mean is it didn't hold up.
Yeah. It was laid out bare, nothing to cover it up, right? You know?
Oh dear. I think I better shut up before I get myself into trouble.
Sometimes you could put your foot in a puddle, or you can find the river that's making the puddle and just jump right the fuck in.
Yeah.
I figure you're usually soaked by the time we finish a stream.
I'm usually thigh deep into the Gulf of Mexico before we know it.
You've been fined 2 demerit points by the Republican language statutes.
Oh no! Does that mean I'm being blocked from the White House press secretary, the press office?
Yeah. They just gave your seat big balls.
oh no! I'll never get to fly on Air Force One. Oh, talking about Air Force One, I've heard that Trump has been asking Boeing to hurry things along a bit to finish off his new Air Force One fleet. Yes, that's what you want to do to Boeing. Say, could you cut some corners and hurry along a little bit?
Does he not read the news?
Of course he doesn't. Of course he doesn't. I don't think he's ever read a fucking Ladybird book. Never mind the news.
Did you see all the bullshit going on the internet as well with the former commander of the space station or whatever?
Yes,
and Elon and everything? Oh my God.
Elon called him the R word because he corrected Elon for all his bullshit and facts.
Yeah, and then Elon started tweeting after that it's time for the Trump administration to make plans to deorbit the space station. Like, Elon gets the guy calls him out as a liar, and Elon's response is, "Well, just get rid of the whole station then."
Yeah, crash it.
Yeah,
defund it.
Oh my God.
Fire all the astronauts.
And if Trump comes out in the next little while and says defund the ISS and get it down here and ruin it and kill it and whatever, then you have 100% proof of who truly is in charge. Mark my words.
Everyone is already saying it. If you look at it, I think Bernie was saying it. Bernie Sanders, that is. Everybody is just basically saying that Elon is in charge, and it doesn't surprise me because Trump just gets all these executive orders shoved in front of him. He's told what they are. He doesn't read them. He has to have someone say, "Oh,
Big Balls wrote them while Elon dictated it." Right?
So he just signs them off, closes up shop, and goes to the golf course.
Yeah,
I think in his first month. Yeah, this first month, I spent more time on the golf course than he has in the White House.
In his first term, he spent 100 days on the golf course in the first year. That's a third.
Yeah.
Right?
Almost.
Yeah. And it doesn't even account for, driving around the Daytona 500 track.
Yeah. Well, at least they went the right way.
Yeah, paying off prostitutes that laughed at your little penis when you tried to have sex with them. Right?
Oh dear.
There was a thing I saw. I wasn't sure if it was from one of those harsh propaganda type sites or whatever, but there is starting to be a little bit of a rumor, maybe a report, that Trump actually has a bitch on the side right now and he's been caught.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know if he gave her the old Billy Willie cigar, but, I think it's about to come out that he's, Melania is more of a cottage first lady. She'd rather live on her own.
She seems to do pretty much that anyway.
I wouldn't doubt that her first reaction to him even undoing one button on his shirt is just to hurl all over the floor, right? You know, and some poor underpaid Mexican immigrant has to come in and clean it up, you know.
Yeah, if anybody, she's probably paying the prostitutes, so she doesn't have to.
Yeah. You touch it, darling. I'm not going to. Too funny.
I mean, how much hush money would they have to pay you to ride that?
Yeah.
Lump.
Yeah.
Just got image stuck in my head and I don't like it.
Carolyn Levitt, does she get paid really well, or does she just kind of, you know, grimace and swallow?
No, I don't think it's her. I don't know what she's doing there, but then again, neither does she.
She's not that old. Does she not realize that if this doesn't end well, any career she had other than cleaning out the stall of the elephant pen for the local zoo is the only job she's going to get?
Oh no, she'll have a book tour. Now she'll go on endless late night shows.
Hustler doesn't do book tours.
They do in my woods. Does that even still exist anymore?
I don't know. I just tried to think of the dirtiest magazine I could remember as a kid, right? You know.
Oh, that's the dirtiest one you could think of? Oh dear.
Yeah.
You lived a sheltered life.
I wouldn't say that, to be honest. I just didn't really need to have magazines everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, all the other kids are going, oh, that's what they look like. And you're going, seen it, done it.
Yeah.
Got the t-shirt.
Yeah. Why do you think I hang out with the kids that have older sisters? So, what does everybody in the chat think? Have we missed anything that you think was important to bring up in as it pertains to the orange rump? You know?
I'm sure we you know what? I'm convinced we have.
Yeah.
It's, can't keep up.
I know. I know. Like Annette does a news brief for us on Saturday for the Ukraine update show. So that way
that's easy.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. She puts a lot of effort into it. Now, if she was to do that for the 42 News show, we would go live and everything would be old. And she had only put it together 20 minutes before. He just, you know.
Yeah. And there'll be like 4 hours of content to get through.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Just can't do it.
What we would have to do is take shifts. So Dunk does the show for 6 hours and then he can go and eat and, you know, clean and sleep for a bit. And I do 6 hours and we just rotate, you know?
Yeah. And we'll have one viewer. No one would watch it.
Yeah. We'd be just Super Chat Matt would be there all day watching us, right?
Yeah. You'll have YouTube Central on the phone to you saying, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? You're breaking our servers.
Exactly. Did you fall asleep? You know, like
go off the air. Just for a bit.
Just
so the hard drives can cool down for a bit.
Yeah, they'd reduce us to 360p and you know. We'd look like we were Minecraft characters, you know. Maybe tomorrow says, have you seen Jonathan Pye's latest rant on Trump and Farage?
Oh, yeah. I was going to send you a link to Jonathan Pye, but Jonathan Pye is you kind of have to understand what his shtick is, because basically he plays, you know those people that's like stand out of buildings and doing a news report, you know, and they'll be talking to camera. And it's been an interesting this week at Parliament. You know, the Conservative Party are down 2 points, and the Labour Party are coming in, and and that's the news from Parliament. And then the camera switch off, and then he just goes, "What the fuck has that been happening with Trump?" And he just goes off for a rant for like 5 minutes. So he does his rant, and then the cameras come back on and go, "Yes, and that was an interesting week in Parliament." And
you see,
it's absolutely genius.
He's come up in my feed, and I saw like the first 30 seconds and said, "Nope, next." And because there was no indication that was coming. I'll have to go back and check him out then.
Yeah. You have to kind of wait for it before he kicks in. And the one he did about Trump recently was absolutely brutal. It was brilliant. In fact, I've even seen people like Adam Mockler doing like reaction videos.
Okay.
To watching it,
right?
Because it's so good. Yeah, he's a very, very funny man.
Cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll check that out for sure. Good call there. Who said that in the chat? Maybe tomorrow. Okay. Good call.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll find you a link. I'll put it in the in the private chat later.
If you're interested, like you know how we do a slightly comedy based take on the news, but we do take it seriously at the same time. If you like that, make sure you get to on YouTube at TheShills 42 show, where we upload our show on, what is it, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday? Yeah. And we rip these guys apart pretty good. We show some video clips. We show, like, people that had a fight in a boxing ring with sharks and stuff. You just never know what's coming. But you'll learn something, you'll laugh your head off, and you'll enjoy the time.
You'll get a short, brief update of all the shit that's happening in political, technological, and that side of things, and Elon Musk and all that side of stuff. And then I'll throw in shit that you probably wouldn't have come across.
Yeah. Super Chat Matt says it's Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, actually. Well, that's when we record it with the Patreons that get the link.
Yes.
But we upload it Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. That's why it took me a minute to say it, because it's not natural, right? Because we do it Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Oh, Mexi Girl's doing Baby Shark. Do.
Oh, God.
I got a few neighbors with little ones, so I have to sing Baby Shark sometimes.
What, you?
Yeah.
Sing it.
I hang out with the little ones around and stuff, Mine's like...
You get the guitar out.
Yeah, well, not quite, but, if somebody hands me a little one and it's looking uncomfortable, I sing Baby Shark and it just loves me, right? Everybody does that,
Do you do it in the style of Axl Rose?
Brian Johnson, AC/DC. Baby Shark. Can you imagine? Yeah. Or I do it in the style of Annie Lennox. Yeah.
What, bold?
Yeah. It's slapping a sex whip in my hand, right?
Now that's an image that's going to stick.
Yeah. Well, that's from, was it Sweet Dreams? She's all dommed up, slapping a whip in her hand at one point, singing the lyrics. These or whatever.
One of them.
Yeah. One of those songs written by the guitar player dude or the keyboard dude.
Yeah, I can't remember his name now.
The other dude. I think it's D. Utterfeller.
D. Utterfeller. He's from Ireland, didn't you know? He's D. Utterfeller.
Yeah. That's why they won't let him sing.
Put him on in here, honey. I've cracked a new tune.
That's funny. As a Canadian, the whole Irish thing, anytime I hear somebody with like that thicker Irish accent going on, I always think of the leprechaun outfit, because St. Patrick's Day, when everybody wears something green and gets wasted because Ireland. It's really weird. I don't get it. Why do we do that? Why do we do that?
I don't know. But Guinness make a fortune that day. So I'm sure it was all their idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have it. We have it in the chat. Liam Wakeful told us it's Dave Stewart, not Dieter Defender.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Liam.
Brilliant songwriter, that cat, for sure. Very much.
I still prefer Dieter Defender.
Well, there was
isn't he the guy in U2? You got Bono, The Edge, and Dieter Defender.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There was a thing in a net show earlier on Beyond the Headlines, and somebody said Heidi Ho, and then they were like, "Well, how do you spell that?" And I was like, "Well, you're saying D, the ho, is really high, I think, is what you're really saying, right? Heidi ho, right?"
Heidi.
Yeah. So
Heidi,
who is
Heidi.
D? What street does she work on? And what is she high on? Right? You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
I'm just not sure how that saying really works.
Yeah, it depends where you're saying it. If you're in like some street corner in Detroit, it has a completely different meaning.
Yeah, anywhere in Thailand. I mean, yeah, thought that was funny though. What do we got here? Okay,
we'll let the audience be the judge of that.
Yeah, that's true. It was just one of those moments. Nobody was expecting that kind of stupid remark, right? So
nobody was expecting the stupid remark.
The Spanish Inquisition. I almost said acquisition. I was like, wait, that's not right.
No, the Spanish acquisition was when they took over, Southern America, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the ships filled with gold and silver, right?
Nobody expects the Spanish acquisition.
Yeah. And then you got Sir Walter Raleigh, and one of the things he did was set up a thing so he could ambush the British ships to take the money.
Oh, and he invented the potato.
Well, he just didn't. He gets credit for it, but
everyone in Britain was smoking potatoes when they came back.
when the potato came back, Sir Walter Raleigh had still not even properly been back to Virginia at all or anything. It was probably the Spanish, and everybody was like, well, we can't let our enemies have credit for the potato, so they gave it to Walter, right? Yeah. I just stole that from James May's new show, but
thanks, Walter. What are you supposed to do with it?
I mean, before James May's new show, I'm not even sure I knew who the fucking guy was. To me, just like in the beginning of James May's show, he was like the name Rally, and he's riding a Rally bicycle. I was like, yep, that's how I know it.
Yeah.
A friend of mine raced for Rally. Yeah. I used to tease him all the time because I raced for Mongoose, and I was like, my bike's so much cooler. Meanwhile, we were
Rally chopper.
Yeah, well, we were young enough. We didn't even know, right? It was hilarious. He'd say, I'd say to him, my bike is 4.130 Komali, so blah, blah. And I always thought to myself, don't ask me what that means, because I had no clue. It's just a sticker on the bike, man.
Yeah, no one really knew what it was either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Put on a sticker.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
Lukashenko invented the potato, says Gilbert. Invented? Doesn't that mean more like discovered and brought, like, isn't that what we're really going at, though? Because didn't they exist?
So Walter Raleigh invented the potato. The Russians learned how to distill it.
That's
makes some decent use out of this bloody thing.
Yeah. That's a good point, right? Because until it can be made into alcohol, it's not truly a divine item, right?
Yeah, remember it was a couple of years ago now. We're still waiting for our carrot alcohol. Remember you can actually there was some booze that was made out of carrots, and someone. It was one of our questions. It's like we were just talking about distilling out of just whatever, and we mentioned carrots, and someone came up with some alcoholic produce. We're still waiting for a bottle on that.
Yeah, who's the carrot drunk? Where's our booze? I don't know. I've had dandelion wine. I had a couple of relatives, like when I was younger, that were older from the Canadian Maritime provinces, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and two of them brewed up dandelion wine.
Yeah, I think you can only. I can just picture you drinking dandelion wine, just in a lovely gingham dress or something. It's the only way you can do it.
I was like 12 years old. I was just like, give me the alcohol, man.
And why am I wearing this dress?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I ain't sucking anything. Just give me the drink. Oh yeah. Mexi Girl in the chat says, watch out for New Brunswick and Newfie. Well, you would put Prince Edward Islanders, the Islanders, on that list. You just haven't met one yet. Holy fuck. Those cats are crazy. Oh, yeah. They'll have a fight just because they're bored. Oh, yeah. What else do we got here? What time is it? Oh, okay, we got 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, we can continue flogging this dead horse.
Yeah. Would you just fucking drink? Oh, I was doing some music downloading the other day, and so I sat in front of the computer. And I went over to one of my downloading sites, and I had the server to receive them and all set up and ready. And my mind went completely blank. So I started thinking, oh, what about this band? It's already in there. What about this band? It's already in there. Now, the collection's decently sized, but it ain't that big. And it's because every time I try to think of one, I get stuck in a loop. But then I'll grab my guitar on a Wednesday night when Felix isn't home or something, and I'll just, put on a playlist of rock songs on the TV through the stereo and jam along and see what happens. But the next day, I come up with the same damn searches every time for crap I've already got. It's driving me crazy. So I might do a thing where we do a thing in Discord. And people are like, here's a suggestion, and I could finally get the library built better. We'll have to see. Yeah. But I need some help, right?
Well, I could send over to my iTunes massive library, and you'll hate most of it.
Yeah, well, that would help me build a do not download list. So that's probably good.
No, you won't have to download it because it's already downloaded.
Yeah.
My daughter sent me one of her tracks that she's working on the other day, and I was really absolutely gobsmacked by it. It was like I can't wait to share it when it comes out, when she's actually finished it, because it was something. It was a style I've never heard before. Never experienced, and it was really, really cool. Really cool. Yeah, there's not really much more I can really say about it until you've heard it. But yeah, there's just like, this is really cool.
If she puts the channel on the "Don't Fuck with Them" list, we can help premiere it and chill it out and stuff and whatnot. Yeah, I mean,
it'd be interesting to see how it goes.
Yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait to get these glasses remade. God damn it. Okay. What time is it here? It is 5:15 my time, Pacific time. We won't be much longer because I do have to get into parenting mode here again, sort out my son's supper and stuff. And
that's fair enough.
Yeah. If I push it too long, I'm forced into order mode. But if I don't push it too long, I can actually make something proper, which is the better choice. So let's see here. I think as far as both polls went, everybody agrees that the chick that got forcibly removed from the town hall meeting should have every legal recourse to kick ass in that situation. We're going to have to try following along with that and see how it goes, because I really hope she does, right? You know?
Yeah, I've got to keep an eye on that story.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is anybody in Idaho? Follow the local newspapers?
They're not going to admit it now. It's just,
yeah. I was the one in the black shirt.
Yeah. Or he was my son, right? You know, I don't think we're going to get that, you know. But yeah, we've got his picture. We've got his name. We'll try to keep it on search and stuff. Remember, if you're new on this channel, watching us do Pub Chat over here on the new one, click subscribe, click like, click share, and all that bullshit, right? But make sure you're subbed. Yeah. You know, it does help.
Yeah. Absolutely. It was say was having to tell you every week on the other channel that you're in the wrong place.
That's a good point. And we can see your names in the live chat, so we can look through. We can tell. Yeah. Don't make us Google you and find out where you live.
I wonder how many people would get, still get lost at the end of that stream, or on the other channel, and just go, right, you get over to the other channel and go, oh, I don't know how to do that.
Enough people that it's kind of sad, actually. You know. So
consumer advice.
Yeah, okay, good idea. If you find yourself doing a lot of this, you should probably make sure you don't friction burn your hand. If you find yourself doing a lot of this, you should probably figure out something else to do with your arm. And if you find yourself doing a lot of this, you should maybe wear a bib when you're playing your extracurricular activities.
Yes, and you find your arm sticking out at 45 degrees out to the side, better buy a black shirt. Yeah. That's consumer advice. Do not buy a black shirt unless you really, really, really want it, because people might start to misunderstand that.
Good idea. Good advice there. And never stick your finger up your nose when somebody has a camera pointed at you.
And your daddy takes you to the White House.
Big thanks to the team here. We got Annette, Shayna Caldwell, PJ CNET, Mexi Girl, Heather Wiley there, Chris Lundy, Carpazian, the AI Alchemist, Liam Wakefield, Janine Terblanche, and Super Chat Matt. Oh, and that guy too.
Yeah, and that guy, the other one above me. I can't point. I'll point with my ear. Other ear. That one.
So everybody, if you're still listening, make sure you tell your mother she's hot, and I'll call her soon.
Yeah, and if not, if your dad's available, he'll do.
Yeah, you got to play, right? See you, everybody.
Good night. Stay sure.